2v2 Calderis Refinery. Blue team, we've got CreamySurprise playing a grown-up brother captain using the correct scheme. Well done, sir. Durable commander that walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and support. Fights in melee combat. Alongside VodkaMarines plays a big stumpy Hive Tyrant. Durable commander walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense, support and disruption. Begins with a basic synapse. Red team, 1nprovize is a Kommando Nob infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins range combat with this twin link shooter. Alongside gettozachoppa is a Lord General. Begins with this retinue of stormtroopers which you can add to throughout the game. Very good defense and support capabilities. Fights range combat. Sentinel into Guardsmen. We have double shooters for 1nprovize, double termagants, and a strike squad up for CreamySurprise. Pretty standard openings. CreamySurprise, much more known for his Tyranid play, namely the Hive Tyrant, so interested to see him playing some Grey Knights here. Going after the Kommando Nob to try and shut down that powerful ranged weapon that he has. Those bursts from that twin link shooter really hurt. Now here come the shooters with their ranged DPS. These guys put out some serious stacker. Look at the damage to this brother captain. Doing piercing damage, of course, which does less to commanders, also does less to heavy infantry such as this strike squad. This is partly why Tactical Marines and Chaos Space Marines and the such are so powerful in ranged firefights early on with that heavy armor, giving them that natural resistance to piercing damage, especially if you put them behind some nice heavy cover. Some Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, of course, alongside. Where is Vodka? Is he pushing up his side? He is. He's capping everything up. These termagants idle. Here come the Guardsmen. But it's just the squad of Guardsmen, who cares? With their las guns, trying to shoot stuff. Here come Hormagaunts though, and that is not a good thing for these little Guardsmen. Sentinel not around to support. That grenade launcher doing a pretty good job for the Lord General. As you can see, it's one of the weapons that also get given to the Stormtroopers, the other being the melter gun upgrade. 465 500 Guardsmen in retreat. They do have their sergeant, so they will reinforce 2 at a time. Trying to hit these termagants with that grenade launcher now. As you can see, it can be dodged with its flight time. Brother captain chasing down the Kommando Nob. The Sentinel still over here. It's good play by gettozachoppa to split his forces like this. Brother captain now alongside, or I should say in amongst these sluggers, doing a nice special there, but he's having to back away. Where's his army? Here we come with some interceptors teleporting in. These guys are pretty dangerous in melee combat, a really powerful unit. Whenever I play Grey Knights, I'm always so tempted to get some interceptors. So strong with their upgrades. Big resource sink though to get all of them. You really need to pace when you get your upgrades for your interceptors. Pain Boy's there. And this guy's dangerous. Has some power melee damage. Can also support Orks with a heal over time. 446 494. What is this Sentinel doing? These Stormtroopers doing that good burst damage and they take it down. Overextended by Ghetto and a bunch of termagants died there. What's going on? We have Barbed Jungler Warriors. Heavy weapon team is up. Generally don't want to get a single setup team versus a Hive Tyrant. You can easily charge it down, completely taken out of the game. If you're going to get one, you better get 2, I say, against the Hive Tyrant. 446, 476. These force him into trying some flanks or trying to use Raveners or something. Otherwise, it's just such an easy counter for that extended carapace to deal with. No sign of it yet though from VodkaMarines. He does not have any toxin sacks either. That lopsided map. Blue team pushing up the east, red team pushing up the west. Brother captain in retreat. We have burners up for the sluggers, gives them some extra health and a couple of power melee weapons, of course. Some ranged burners as well. Shooter Nob for the shooters. Lord General capping under fire. Both of his retinue members die, but he doesn't, which is the important thing to him. 442, 465, Heavy Weapon Squad setting up right in the face of the Hive Tyrant. Look how much damage that did at close range, but he does get in there and forces them off. A bit unlucky there for Ghetto. Wow, Pain Boy went down. What the heck happened there?
Now we've got a chance.
He's being repurchased by Improvise. It's a big, big loss. Kommando Nob gets away safely. Turn against decap mid. 426, 465. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Tier 2 for Vodka. Gettozachoppa has double heavy weapon teams. And some catechins. Wow. Big heavy tier 1 from him. 426, 465. Just one gen up here for red. Triple here though. And 2 full farms for blue team. Guardsmen really struggling to make an impact with that barbed strangler around, and they are forced off. This thing is not shooting. Path blocked, or line of sight blocked I should say, I think, by that giant pipe there. Interceptors now have another Pain Boy to deal with. Not sure how he dealt with the first one. Strike squad with an incinerator. Good area of effect damage. Not enough with just one incinerator to suppress stuff though. 426, 443. Sluggers are going to catch them as well. That's bad. Losing on model. 21 red for taking down a strike squad. As you can see, there's the git source or special source or whatever that ability is called that heals those sluggers from the Pain Boy. Going straight after these interceptors, and look at that, the Mantle of Terror, an incredibly strong piece of war gear. This thing only costs 100 rec, 25 power. It's amazing for that price. A 200 health buff, energy regen buff, and the Canticle of Absolution, which is amazing. Can just win engagements by itself, completely blocking all abilities and giving some awesome energy regen as well. Support interceptors with it. 426, 427. I have Tyrant losing a lot of hit points. A bunker is up here for gettozachoppa. But Strangler though doing its thing. Catechins are there. Very versatile squad. Can counter melee squads, can disrupt and support. Pretty decent in melee combat as well. 418, 427, 2-ton cap for red. Gettozachoppa is going to be last to tier 2. He's got quite a heavy tier 1 and that bunker. Interceptors taking damage and run. This shooter squad, that's a bit odd to see. One shooter squad fully upgraded for Improvise, the other one with no upgrades. In fact, they are now getting an LP-er. 393, 427, double cap for red. Can they get a triple? They are going to get a triple. They're capping mid, there it is. Red team slower to tier 2 then. Here's that Pain Boy. Seems to have been pegged back quite a lot here, CreamySurprise. But he has preserved his stuff and now has a Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way. 355, 427. Every other squad sets up in the face of this strike squad and they're caught, and here comes the Pain Boy. Grenade barrage saving them from the sluggers. But the Pain Boy does get a couple of hits, and there's the Canticle of Absolution. But a bit of a strange time to use it. But he does get away. 330, 427. Whoa, G-Stealers on the field for VodkaMarines. Incredibly powerful melee squad with power melee damage to start off, and they of course benefit from melee synapse, which you might see very soon from this warrior brood. Give them their adrenal glands and you emit a powerful melee synapse. 318, 327. Sticking with their barbed strangler for now. There's the capillary tower, which should be taken down now. Yeah, Kommando Nob is shooting up. Improvise knows what's up. Sluggers with their Nob leader now. And they're now going to be a pretty big nuisance in melee combat, especially with Pain Boy support. Grey Knight Dreadnought on the field has gone for the Dreadnought Claw. Turns it into a full melee walker and gives it the awesome Maelstrom. 297, 427. Gonna need to start thinking about perhaps a las cannon on one of these heavy weapon squads. In fact, we already have one, but it's back at base. 291, 427. Burners taking down a node there. Hormagaunts on the field without their endless storm upgrade. Here are those Gene-Stealers. Still no melee synapse though. What is he waiting for? Very rarely you'll see Gene-Stealers in action without a melee synapse. And there was a kaboom. 284427, Kaboom buffed by his Mega Boom kit. Yet to see this Dreadnought in action. Where is that las cannon? It's still back at base. What's it doing? This is a medical bunker which allows nearby allies to reinforce. It's all kicking off though. Dreadnoughts in amongst stuff. Gene Stealers are there. Wow. A melee Grey Knight Dreadnought and Gene Stealers. What do you do? Still no melee synapse though from VodkaMarines. And he could go tier 3. Not sure what he's waiting for here. It could be a big mistake. Interceptors have their Justicar. Gives them that awesome disruptive teleport as you see there. 284406, Furious Intervention as it's called. And there you see that energy regeneration support from the Canticle, allowing them to teleport a whole bunch of times, up to 38 energy after teleporting twice. 284406. Catachans have their Sarge, who has a melter gun, but it's not going to be enough to deal with this Grey Knight Dreadnought by itself. Now they're just trying to destroy this bunker. Shooters down one model. Painboy still around. Does not have his upgrade though. His special git source. 2-1 cap for blue, and the Vindicator Assassin on the field for CreamySurprise. This is Beta 8, so the Vindicator Assassin is not completed yet. Very powerful ranged abilities against all targets. A sniper, a master sniper, can take out vehicles with his turbo penetrator rounds, and he's been given his extended operations, which buffs his health. He is set to get an infiltration mechanic soon, hopefully in the next build. 284378, taking out models left and right with that sniper rifle, that Exodus rifle that he has. There's the Canticle again. Here comes the Dreadnoughts. Where is that las cannon? Las cannon is in the bunker, and there's a beamy death gun as well, taking big chunks of health from that Dreadnought. Vindicator Assassin has switched to his turbo penetrator rounds for some reason. There is no enemy vehicle, not sure why he's done that. Brother Captain being chased. Wow. Dreadnought in trouble, still getting shots from that las cannon. Interceptors coming in to save their Brother Captain. Vindicator Assassin needs to back the hell off. 284353. Dreadnought lives just about. He's still using his turbo penetrator rounds, you can tell by the decorator above the unit. Should be using his Exodus rounds against infantry, but there you go. Also has an ability, I think it's called Target Acquired, which increases his damage and I believe his range for a bunch of seconds, but after that he is debuffed for 15 seconds and it takes him twice as long to get his shots off. Swarmlord up for VodkaMarines. Did he ever get? He never got melee synapse. Well, now his Gene Stealers have their Rending Claws, and they have a speed buff from the Swarmlord as well, and they can reinforce around him. So they're going to be incredibly dangerous. Good way to support your melee army is a Swarmlord as a Tyranid player. Crushing Claw Hive Tyrant as well. He's getting the bonded exoskeleton. This Hive Tyrant is going to be so scary in combat. There's the kaboom. Look at the knockback strength on that. That is outrageous. Makes the Kommando Nob into a really strong melee counter, especially if you get his... Wow, went down there though to the Swarmlord. If you get his shotgun as well. The high explosive shells doesn't work if they get too close afterwards. Just kaboom them in the face. Hive Tyrant is decapping. Might use his invulnerability to do so. Taking a lot of damage from these shooters, and he doesn't use it. Mistake, I think, from Vodka. Maybe he thought he couldn't finish the cap, but he obviously could have, because the Swarmlord has forced off all of these Orks who can't do anything against his vehicle armor carapace that this guy has. 2,000 hit points of it. Look at this though. Melter gun. Lord General, his retinue also gets melter guns. Here comes the interceptors though. Do they have Nemesis focus? They do. 1936 hit points level 2. Not bad at all for a jump troop with heavy infantry armor. 254344 teleporting into this blob. Catachans are there. They should be forcing melee here. There's the shotgun blast, now force melee. Nope. No. Both of those anti-vehicle setup teams getting into the bunker, and the interceptors are retreated out safely. This really should have forced melee with the Catachan's tower right in the middle there. Here comes some stormtroopers, almost level 2. Looted tank is up for 1nprovize. Catachan's tied up by the Swarm Lord, and here's a Manticore strike. Manticores do a lot of damage to vehicles if you can hit them, and that's a double Manticore strike there. Wow, Swarm Lord got owned. Can they finish it off with the looted tank? Whatever is in that building just got killed. Barb Strangler doing its thing. Very good anti-garrison weapon. And down goes the bunker. 254, 332. Vindicator Assassin is there. Exodus rounds loaded in. Teuton Cap for blue team. Gene Stealers are going to wipe out here. Ouch. Wow, you only get 8 red from a Gene Stealer. Slugger's taking them out. Now repairing their looted tank. 254, 321. The Swarm Lord though lived. Where are those Manticores at? They're right back into the base at the moment. Very heavy artillery piece. Massive damage and range, but you need to target each missile individually. Does have another las cannon though. Gettozachoppa. Manticore strikes going off again on the central BP. That's going to be a big pain in the arse for blue team to try and cap with that thing. They did it though. Brood nest is here. Should be taken down now though. That's way too far forward. The tank comes in with a shot and down it goes. Another bunker dropped, and why not? Grey Knight Dreadnought being repaired, has half a level. Interceptors teleporting in, initiating this engagement. A bit too quicker, I think. Should have waited for the Dreadnought to be ready. And interceptors are forced off. That was a bad move, I think, from CreamySurprise. Interceptors just about getting out of there against those sluggers who have done really well. There's the Emperor's Fist, and there's Maelstrom as well from the Grey Knight Dreadnought. This thing kicks some serious arse. Gives the Venerable a real run for its money in terms of melee prowess. The Venerable does have a lot more health, of course. 1750 compared to 1300 is a fair lick more. Looted tank doing well. Has a lot of resources as well. 1nprovize pretty much has his pick of what he wants to get. We'll need to save a bit for a battle wagon, and he might be doing so. 240, 288, double Storm Eagle from the Manticores. Tyranids exploded all over the place. The Warrior Brood is wiped out. He has upgraded these Termagants with a Venom Brood leader. Brother Captain in retreat, just about gets away. He has his Nemesis Demon Hammer and that Mantle of Terror, of course. Hive Tyrant, almost level 4, is going to use his bulk to try and decap. No doubt under fire. Here come the Orks to dagger him in the face. Swarm Lord chasing the tank, and looters are there. Can they get one more shot? They can't. They're going to need to turn around now. Don't even need to. The tank takes down the Swarm Lord. 217, 288. Double Manticore strikes. I think that was to take down the Swarm Lord if it got away, but it didn't. Hive Tyrant finishes the cap again. I don't think he used the invulnerability. 217, 280. Vindicator Assassin constantly bleeding stuff. He's almost level 2. Very, very fragile though, this guy. Just 450 hit points with his upgrade. That's kind of getting shots on this Dreadnought, which is in trouble. Needs to turn the hell around. Gonna lose this thing. Yeah, it's gone. 217, 252. Blue team falling apart in tier 3 here. CreamySurprise has Paladins on the way, and Vodka has a Doom of Malantai on the field, who came mid and instantly retreated. Interceptors in serious trouble. Did they take down that looted tank? No, they didn't. What was that? They just used a Psycho grenade, I think. Strike squad in retreat, just about getting away. These sluggers have been awesome. That Painboy support, who still doesn't have his upgraded kit source, I don't think. He's level 3 though. 217, 194. Guardsmen finish the cap. Brave Guardsmen. The Hive Tyrant will take it back immediately though. We have double fully upgraded termagants up to 11 models with that Venom Brood leader. Backed up by Doom, and here comes a tier 3 Lictor from VodkaMarines. Sluggers in retreat. Pain Boy needs to run away as well, there we go. Vindicator Assassin now level 2. Captains have capped mid. Hive Tyrant takes his natural back. 194, 191 is very close in VPs. Red team should have the advantage here though. What else did Improvise buy? Oh, he's got a battle wagon, here we go. Super unit for Orks. Trundles around, shooting stuff and running it over, and it does a very good job at it. Especially if you can catch stuff in retreat with its death roller, it just dies a lot. 184, 191, look at the state of the ground here. Constant manticores and green Tyranid stuff. Manticore right on the Hive Tyrant's head. There's that Doom of Malantai, very good for dealing with blobs of infantry. You need to manage its energy though. Does not naturally regenerate its energy, you need to drain it off enemies. And there's the paroxysm. Didn't use it on a whole lot though. 184, 182, 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Hive Tyrant level 4 in retreat. Warp field is up. Didn't see him use it though. Here are the Paladins. Wow, taking massive amounts of damage from that beamy death gun. They're gonna whack them, are they? How dare you attack us? No, they do get away. Use these manticores really well, gettozachoppa, and there's been no attempt made to go after them. They are very far back, so it's difficult to do so. Paladins going after the Lord General. Paladins with their wrist-mounted side cannons up, or side cannon. They get one for the squad. The others with their standard Stormbolters. Lord General gets away. They've taken a lot of damage, these Paladins. They have 5,250 hit points. Almost as much as Assault Terminators with Storm Shields. Battle Wagon is going to death roller into a whole bunch of Tyranids. Has 2 units inside, you can tell, but there's 2 yellow marks. If you put a unit inside the Battle Wagon, it has increased speed and all of its guns will fire. Lots of Dakar. Can he take down this Doom? Should have chased it, I think. Should have chased it. But he didn't. 184, 113. Here we see the turbo penetrator rounds doing their job on this battle wagon here. Boom. Gives it very strong damage to vehicles. Boom. 183, 113. Look how much damage the battle wagons take from this Vindicator Assassin. Interceptors in retreat level 3. Somehow they've stayed alive. But the Vindicator taking fire, you really don't want this guy to take fire, and he's backing the hell away. Brother Captain uses the demolishing strike and gets away. Unending Purge trying to help him, but it doesn't. 165, 113. Heavy turrets put up by the Lord General, one of his globals. Big scary turret in this form with this big Vanquisher cannon type thing. Very good versus large targets, but you can give it an executioner cannon. In fact, he has. This thing also actually has vehicle armor, so you need anti-vehicle weapons to deal with it nicely. Wow, big zap gun shot. Storm Eagle as well. Got very late incoming because the manticores are so far away. 138, 113. Some late game Purgation squad for CreamySurprise. Maybe give them some side cannons, try to go up against this battle wagon. What makes the Vindicator Assassin so scary is Mind Blades, which is the global buff for Grey Knights, increasing damage by 20% and also increasing melee skill, which doesn't quite help him. But that 20% damage buff, when you can combine it with stuff like Shrouding and perhaps Guide, if you have a allied Farseer, or Combat Stims, if you're an allied Apothecary, you can get this guy up to crazy amounts of damage, but you have to invest a lot of energy into him and hope whatever he's shooting at doesn't just leave. 111, 113, very close, big fight kicking off in mid. Paladins are there, Tyranids alongside. Doom, Swarmlord using Leech Essence. Very strange time to use it, I think. It wasn't low on health, I don't think, was it? They're going straight after the Battle Wagon, those crushing claws, that Swarmlord, that's kind of getting shots on it. Doom of Manatee forced off, can't do a whole lot to vehicles. Rear armor hits here. Kommando Nob with a rocket launcher. There's an orbital strike on the mid. Didn't hit a lot though, did he? Only hit the beamy death gun. Does it wipe it? Does not wipe it. Does not wipe it. Level 2 looters getting away. Battery tower. Won't buff the speed of the Swarmlord because it's a big monstrous creature. Can't affect it, and Swarmlord's not affected by the speed buff of Tyranid towers. This Swarmlord might be done for. Manticore strike in the path. Down it goes. Second Swarmlord goes down. Where's that tier 3 lictor? What's he done? He's decapping stuff here. A really powerful assassin unit. As you can see, it can infiltrate without draining energy, which is a mad. Especially given its very, very high heavy melee damage. Incredibly powerful unit if you can micro its abilities well. It's not that easy late game as Tyranids because you tend to have a whole bunch of stuff to control. 97, 99. Lord General trying to decap under fire and cannot. The Doom of Manatee was there. His term against level 2 and level 3. Look how much resources Vodka has. What is he waiting for? Buy some stuff. Repurchase your commander. 87.99. Get a Carnifex or something. He's running out of time here. There's the disruptive. No, it wasn't. I thought that was a looted tank, but it was the kaboom from the Kommando. But he did go down. Vindicator Assassin needs to switch to turbo penetrator rounds. There's a Rocks on the VP. Global nuke from the Orks. Does not hear anything. Oh, does hit the brother captain, who's now being set upon by a Nob squad. There's demolishing strike. Didn't seem to stun the Nobs, which was odd. And he's going to go down now. Vindicator Assassin taking shots, taking down the Nob squad model. Goes up to level 3. Purgation needs to run away though. 86, 86. Double cap for blue. VodkaMarines has finally realised he's got a whole bunch of resources and buys his third Swarmlord. Nob squad going after the Vindicator. That is so scary for him. Wow, that was 2 hits. Strike squad with the Incinerator. Nob squad using Frenzy. Now they get their Nob leader. What's capping mid? It's some shooters and a Tyranids formation went off. Batwagon is still around. Those paladins obviously taken out at some point. Look how much power everyone's floating here. Basically no power harass at all for the whole game. 86-36, single cap for blue team. Are they going to win this? With how much they've lost? Hive Tyrant's back on his feet. We have a Executioner Lehman Russ. That's invulnerability though. Going after this Lehman Russ. 86-30. Manticore's both backing the hell off. Level 2 and level 2. Hive Tyrant still chasing, getting rear arm hits now. Nobody's capped mid, so it's a 1-to-1. 86-30, it's very, very close. Whoa, we tanked a massive shot on the Purgation. Very lucky to get rid of 2 units. And look at this. Turbo penetrator rounds on the looted tank. Vindicator Assassin has been really strong this game. Boom, again. Send the sluggers after him, don't try and repair. 86-30, scare him off. Nope, he's going to repair. Here come the strike squad. Now they have a Justicar leader. Not sure what they're trying to do here though. Sluggers will tear them apart. There's a Hell Fury strike. Is he going to lose that squad? He does. That was a very strange attempt at an attack from CreamySurprise. 86-30. Another Rocks on the central VP now. Lictor gets hit and sent flying. Almost level 2. Swarmlord has taken a lot of damage already. Brother Captain's down. Battle Wagon's still around. We saw the feeder, the flesh hook, sorry, what did he use it on? I think he used it on one of the retinue members, didn't quite see. 86-30, still a 1-to-1 cap, someone capped the mid. Lord General's trying. Now some Grey Knight Terminators on the way for CreamySurprise. Battle Wagon needs repairs badly. Where are those sluggers at? They're repairing the looted tank. 2-to-1 cap for red, can they hold on? Neiman Russ and some Guardsmen over here. Whole bunch of Tyranids though, including a Doom which needs some energy back. 78-30. Creeping Garage. Manticore Strike and another one. Hive Tyrant going straight after the Neiman Russ. Can he cap here? Guardsmen surely turn around and cap. 69-30. Hive Tyrant turns to engage them. Blue team, I think, out of ideas, I think. Grey Knight Terminator's hitting the field though. And Hive Tyrant forces off the Guardsmen, who were buffed by Fight Harder there. And he protects his VP. Here comes the Nob squad though, with huge hammers and Mina and Greener and the Nob leader, but they are missing a model. 51-30. Gettozachoppa is getting another Neiman Russ. Doom of Malatai is bad news for a Nob squad. Paroxysm will do a lot of damage to them. 43-30. Still a 2-to-1 for red team. Vindicare Assassin running away from the Kommando Nob, who does a big kaboom and gets away, is now in retreat. CreamySurprise is keeping the pressure up here. 37-30. Blue team coming back into this somehow. Manticore strikes on mid. Is this the fourth Stormlord or the third one? I don't even remember. A Carnifex on the way, finally. More Stormtroopers for CreamySurprise. Lost a whole lot of stuff. Just Vindicare Assassin and Grey Knight Terminators now, and down goes the brother captain, taken out by these heroic sluggers at level 4. But they will cap this to Grey Knights. 37-16. Nob squad forced off by the Swarmlord. Beamy Death Gun getting shots though. And down goes the Swarmlord again. There's the big Death Roller. He wants another nuke here. Double cap for blue team and they take it. Wow. How did they do this? What was that? 3? I think it was 3 Swarmlords down. CreamySurprise lost his entire army. Almost. The Vindicare was amazing though. Did not put enough pressure on this guy. Got to pressure him. Got to be aggressive against the Vindicare. And there you have it. Red team with vastly superior armies, as you can see, not able to keep their VPs. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.